and here is the leader approaching the Melbourne hairpin, Radisich. You can see how close Steve Soper is. There is Frank Biela in third position. Winkelhock is fourth, and on the left, Ravaglia and Muller. Muller going through into fifth position. Right behind them is Tarquini in the Alfa Romeo. Up to Goddard's. Ravaglia turns in. Muller behind him. Here they are, starting another lap, down to Redgate. Radisich, Soper, Biela, Winkelhock, Ravaglia. With his lights on is Ivan Muller, the Frenchman, both in BMWs. They turn in, round Redgate, into the Craner curves again. Tarquini closing up. Now we're with Tarquini. It's Muller ahead, Ravaglia ahead of him. Now let's see how the Alfa Romeo goes compared with the two BMWs. Down to the old hairpin, and Muller locks up his tyres. Chasing Ravaglia, up towards McLean's. Back again with Tarquini. He's attacking Muller. Muller has a look at Ravaglia. Into McLean's, the right-hander again. Up to Coppice. Tremendously close, and you can see that Tarquini's getting closer all the time. He's right up behind the two BMWs. He's made an enormous amount of distance up on them. He's really got the bit between his teeth. We're with him. Muller is going for Ravaglia. Ravaglia has to drift wide. Muller's got the tighter line. He's got more momentum. He goes past Ravaglia up into fifth position. Tarquini's having a go at both of them. Goes through on the inside of the S's. And he goes through inside Ravaglia. And Ravaglia's overbraked. And he dropped back places. So Tarquini is now up into fifth position. And there is Winkelhock fourth. Here's the Alfa Romeo fifth. Muller is in sixth position. But meantime, it really does look as though it's going to be a double for Paul Radisich. What a coup. There is Steve Soper. He's not making anything up at all. Third, fourth, fifth. Now, they really are closing up. We're with Gabriele Tarquini, and try as he may, he doesn't seem to be able to make anything up on the two cars ahead of him. But it's good to see Gabriele here as a member of the Italian team, because he made himself very unpopular with the Italian Federation by saying that, in his opinion, the British Touring Car Championship was the best of the lot. Still, I suppose as British champion he probably would say that. And he's trying now. Look, now there is the battle ahead of him. That's Biela. That is Winkelhock. There is Tarquini. And out of the race, Anthony Reid in the Vauxhall, all the way from Japan to represent Britain. But remember, he was hit by Modena at the S's, and that's the result of it. And Radisich here in the Blue Mondeo is almost lapping Martel's Nissan. The gap to Soper is 3 seconds. The gap to Biela from Soper is another 3 seconds. Into the S's they go. So we're with Radisich lapping Bartel's Nissan. It's a great race for the 32-year-old New Zealander. He won last year. In effect, world champion, third in the British Touring Car Championship this year. But this is the pinnacle. And he's hoping to test drive for the Benetton Formula One team later on. Redgate, Biela, Winkelhock, Tarquini. Behind them, incidentally, is Johnny Cicotto from Venezuela in the BMW in sixth position. As we rejoin Joachim Winkelhock, fourth place, Biela ahead. Craner curves, 130 miles an hour. Slow down for the old hairpin, 85 miles an hour. Accelerate up to 125 underneath Starkey's Bridge, up towards McLean's, the right-hander. And he's closing on the Audi, no doubt about it. He's going for it, he's going for it. Locks up his tyres, just fails to get through. Biela shuts the door in time. But Joachim Winkelhock is definitely close enough to his countryman now to attack for third place, coming out of Coppice. Now it's a question of getting the line right here, letting the revs build up at the right point. And he's closing, no doubt about it. He's right on the boot lid of the Audi as they turn into the S's. And he's hit it! He's hit it! Biela goes off. Joachim Winkelhock moves up. Tarquini moves up. Biela rejoins, but he's lost 2 places. He's down to 5th position. Now, Winkelhock won't have done that on purpose, but Tarquini's taking advantage of the situation. He's trying to get that 3rd place from Winkelhock as they come out of the Melbourne loop, climbing up towards Goddard. This is 120 miles an hour, but they slow down. This is a very tricky corner. Joachim Winkelhock turns in, shuts the door, accelerates away down to Red Gate, and here's a replay of Winkelhock catching Biela. Now, you can see where Biela was hit by Alemanyu earlier, and he's been hit again. Pushed off. He accelerates instead of decelerates, goes onto the grass. Winkelhock dives through. Behind him, Tarquini does the same thing. Here they are, out of McLean's. Winkelhock, Tarquini, and Biela behind them in 5th position. Into Coppice. The Audi runs wide a little bit as they exit. Oh, he does run wide into the gravel trap. He's off and out, obviously as a result of being hit not once but twice in the race. Look at Tarquini as we join him. Over the curbs at the S's. Winkelhock almost puts his wheels on the grass. Over the crest again. And once more Tarquini looks to the right, dodges to the left, and once again Winkelhock holds the line. They shall not pass. I'm certainly going to try, says Tarquini. But the BMW with the rear-wheel drive seems to have a better push out of the hairpin up to Goddard. And this is the last lap. Paul Radisich leads, and it really does look as though he's going to do the double. Soper there. Less than 2.5 miles for Paul Radisich to make it the Touring Car World Cup in 1994 as well as 1993. Down to the old hairpin for the last time. Soper second. Winkelhock third, there he is. Is he going to stay ahead of Gabriele Tarquini? Well, whatever, with Winkelhock third, Stuck fifth and Österreich eighth, it looks as though it's going to be Germany for the Nations Cup. Joachim staying ahead at McLean's. Out of the corner with Tarquini. Now this is his last chance to do something about getting that podium place as he comes up to Coppice. I don't think he can possibly do it because Joachim's got the run. This is 130 miles an hour here, and sure enough Joachim gets ahead of Matthew Neal. Tarquini follows through, out of the S's, on 2 wheels again. Once again, Joachim Winkelhock pulls away on the run down to the loop. That's Slim Borgard's Mazda. If he gets in the way, it just may help Tarquini, but I'm sure, knowing Slim as I do, he'll move over. And Radisich is at the last corner. Paul Radisich, Ford Mondeo from New Zealand, wins the World Cup. Soper second. So, a magnificent second successive win for Paul Radisich and Ford, with Soper and Winkelhock second and third for BMW, Tarquini fourth for Alfa Romeo, Stuck fifth for Audi, and Cecotto sixth for BMW. The jovial Tom Wheatcroft, the owner of Donington, presents the crystal bowl made in nearby Melbourne to a justifiably delighted Paul Radisich, who's ended the year on the highest possible note. With second, third and sixth places, BMW win the Manufacturers' Award, 6 points clear of Ford and 34 points ahead of Alfa Romeo. And Germany win the Nations Cup after an excellent Touring Car World Cup.